go next.
Moko on the beat.
Welcome everybody. Right now we are looking at the man in Asorok and the Atiku Abubakar's birthright in Nigeria. Following the fact that APC is telling the tribunal that Atiku doesn't have the birthright to run for president in Nigeria. That is to say that APC is telling the tribunal that Atiku doesn't have the right to contest in the first place, how much more to become the president of Nigeria. So the people must understand what is behind the issue right now. In 1961, there was a referendum in Nigeria. It was called British Cameroon referendum. Then this referendum was conducted. The people of Adamawa State, where Atiku comes from, they voted in a referendum in 1961 to be part of Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar was born in 1946. That is to say that Atiku was a Cameroonian before the referendum was conducted. Then, according to the Nigerian constitution, that constitution made it clear in chapter 6, section 131, that before you become a president in Nigeria, you must be a Nigerian by birth. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, raised this issue before the 2019 election was conducted in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader, urged the National Assembly or suggested to the National Assembly to apply the doctrine of necessity and amend that particular section to allow Atiku Abubakar to run. And the National Assembly ignored that intelligent idea given to them by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Right now, during the election of 2019, the Nigerian masses supported PDP. Meanwhile, Atiku was the PDP flag bearer. So the Nigerian masses supported Atiku Abubakar and voted him. In this case, the APC-led government and the ANEC rigged the election in favor of APC. Now Atiku Abubakar took APC and the ANEC to court, Nigerian court. Atiku is telling the court to declare him winner because there is evidence that he won the election, that the election was rigged by ANEC in favor of APC against PDP. So this was the issue. Right now, APC is using section 131 of this Nigerian constitution, telling the court tribunal that Atiku doesn't have the birthright to run for president in Nigeria. This is the issue right now. It has become a very great confusion in Nigeria. Meanwhile, it doesn't supposed to be a confusion. It doesn't supposed to be a problem had it been that the National Assembly listening to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra before the Nigerian presidential election was conducted in 2019. In 2017, Muhammadu Buhari died after some series of sickness in London, and a decoy was brought by some cabals in Nigeria, Jibri Amino El Sudani from Sudan. He is now the president of Nigeria. He is running the affairs of Nigeria. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has consistently telling Nigerians and the world that the man is a decoy. The man is an impostor running the affairs of Nigeria. Doesn't have any single right to run the office of president in Nigeria. Looking at the case right now, both Atiku Abubakar and the Jubri, aka Muhammadu Buhari, they do not meet the constitutional requirement to run for president in Nigeria. Therefore, we are urging PDP also to tell Nigerians the truth that this man in Asorok doesn't have the certificate level to run for president in Nigeria. We are telling PDP to tell Nigerians the truth that this man in Asorok is never Muhammadu Buhari. He is an impostor brought to act like Muhammadu Buhari. This is what we are telling PDP right now, so that Nigerians will know the truth and they come together and they decide their future in Nigeria.